Hello, and welcome to today's presentation on intercultural communication in Kenya for midwives. My name is Margot Gildner, and I will be talking to you today briefly about the history, culture, language, and etiquette expected of you in Kenya. I will introduce the presentation with a little bit about why Kenya needs you today, and why the work of midwives is so important there. Why Kenya, some may say? Well, to begin, I will tell you about some of the work that the organizations you are about to be a part of are doing and why it is so important. According to AMREF Health America, only 2% of developing aid funds worldwide go to maternal and child health. In Africa, assisted birth, clean facilities, and well-trained doctors are few and far between. By choosing to help in Kenya, you will be receiving a range of hands-on training with local midwives and with doctors and midwives from the organization you are working with. According to Médecins Sans Frontières, 40% of women in Kenya do not give birth in a proper facility, and 1/5 of the deaths that occur in women of reproductive age is from birth complications. Pictured here is a shipping container birth facility, one of the many projects Médecins Sans Frontières is in charge of. Kenya is part of the East African community, through which they have a common goods market, political system, and trade system. Through this, they can complete trade deals and work internationally to gain revenue and relations. Today, 46 million people live in Kenya. While Kenya has large cities, Nairobi being the largest, to which you will most likely fly into when beginning your work there, it has a population of 3.5 million people. As you will be traveling to a rural area to carry out your work as a midwife, you will have to adjust to a more remote lifestyle with slower paced communication with the rest of the world. On arriving in Kenya, you will quickly see that the 42 different ethnic groups living in Kenya are plentiful and robust. The Kenyan attitude is generally very warm and welcoming to travelers and volunteers. And the two main languages you will encounter are Swahili and English. While most people will have some knowledge of English, it will be important for you to learn some Swahili before arrival, and to learn more as you arrive and live with your host family. Greetings in Kenya are quite different than here. They are long and sincere, and no conversation will proceed until you have satisfied the greeting. As you see here, these are a few basic words and phrases to familiarize yourself with upon arrival. There is a more complete list attached as well. The etiquette varies slightly depending on whether you are in a city or a remote town. People are inclined to be less punctual in a rural community. However, when dealing with birthing situations, you may find that to be less true. When greeting, again, it is important to fulfill the lengthy expectation. Men will shake men's hands and women will shake women's hands. Unless a person of the opposite sex offers a handshake to you first, do not expect to have one. Another important thing to remember is that the use of the left hand is for personal cleaning only. Do not reach for one with the left hand and do not eat with the left hand. One aspect of etiquette that is universal there is the respect for elders. You can see a couple common phrases of respect here that will be important to familiarize yourself with. Now, once you have a handle on the few important institutions of Kenyan life, you will quickly learn that Kenya is a warm, welcoming, and vibrant community. Kenyan people are very rooted in tradition and will embrace you as part of them, as long as you are respectful and open to experiencing life with them. The food mostly consists of rice, flatbreads, local vegetables, and fruits, all spiced with local spices. You can see pictured here a very popular meat dish. Follow the link below to learn more about common dishes. Kenya is a mostly Christian country, so expect to celebrate the holidays of Christian culture, as well as some local holidays, such as their Independence Day and Madaraka Day, the day they acquired self-rule from the United Kingdom. The nature in Kenya is beautiful, and you should experience it fully when you have time off of work. A few things to prepare for are, number 1, malaria. You will need to meet with your doctor prior to leaving so that you can properly protect yourself from this disease. You must also be aware of the dangers of the safari, as big game hunting is a source of income for many Kenyan people. But as you can see here, the beauty is astounding and will change your life for the better. That about wraps up our talk today. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you feel more prepared and knowledgeable about your trip to Kenya. Thank you for giving yourself to helping the organizations in midwifery, and I hope you enjoy all the life Kenya has to offer.